Want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
That line made no sense in the movie. I don't know why they did that. That line made no sense in the context of the part of the movie. What's up, guys? So today we're here to watch a video that I was a little bit late on because I actually did not know this came out. I just saw this on my feed a little bit ago. Is honest trailers of The Flash. Now I'm curious what the hell they're gonna say about this because this Flash movie has been a mess. Anyone who's seen or known the whole production story about this has been a mess, and especially with Ezra Miller and everything, so I feel like they have so much material to roast about this movie. I watched The Flash. I liked it for the most part. I liked more things about it than I didn't. There's a lot of problems with the movie, definitely. CGI is a lot of it. The other Barry is a lot of it. Some of the jokes did not land whatsoever. Stuff like that. Besides that, I think I had more of a fun time with this movie as a DC movie especially than I have with a lot of the DC movies that have come out lately, like Shazam 2 and Black Adam and shit like that. I feel like all boring, generic comic book movies. Or maybe we'll do a DCU tier list. Whenever Aquaman comes out or Blue Beetle comes out, we'll do a tier list and see how I feel about those movies. Because we did one before, but obviously the channel's gone. Let's do it!
You've seen Ezra Miller star in bar fights, restraining orders, bullying allegations, felony burglary.
That's right up the fucking game. Fuck, I'm slow. It took me a second to understand what the joke was. It was going over my head there for a second, but then I realized what he was doing.
And chokeslam videos.
So crazy.
Now, see the film that dares
how they were able to still be in this movie, and possibly, from what I've heard from rumors, is that they're going to still be in this universe, is baffling me. I don't know how the fuck they're making that happen. I don't know why. And also, with all this shit, too, with the bringing back the DC, like Wonder Woman and all that shit, just do a full reboot. At this point, just do a full reboot. Don't bring back little bits here and there. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand. If you're not bringing back Henry Cavill or Ben Affleck or anything like that, don't bring it back at all. It's just do a whole reset at this point.
you to wonder what dirt Ezra has on Warner Brothers, because this is basically confession tape.
Yeah.
Seek the services of a mental health professional. The Justice League is not very good at that part yet.
When he put the baby in the microwave, and I saw that in theaters, I laughed to myself. Not because the joke was funny, it was because it was Ezra Miller who did it. That's what made it funny.
The Flash. Before James Gunn reboots the DC Cinematic Universe for the 6th time? 7th? I lost count. Limp to the finish line with this colossal screw-up. All about a colossal screw-up.
I am pretty obnoxious.
That's burned through directors like the weed on Ezra's ranch, where they found a 1-year-old with a bullet in her mouth, allegedly, and introduced...
Yeah, damn. Holy shit. I didn't expect them to go out the gate with all this roasting immediately. Holy shit. I love honest trailers. They're so
the
funny.
Concept of the multiverse. About 10 years too late to be interesting.
He's gonna save the multiverse.
Yeah, man.
In the multiverse, there are an infinite number of people who know Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Concerning the fate of every single world of our infinite multiverse.
The Warner Brothers.
I'm glad he pointed that out because it's crazy that we went from like a year or two ago from the multiverse movie, like it would be a crazy idea of bringing all the Spider-Man back and stuff like that in one movie, and now it's turned into just like kind of like a burnout because like almost all the movies are just doing that now. It didn't have big of an impact as it should have, and it's not as exciting as it used to be. I feel like everyone's trying to do the multiverse thing again too because it did so well with No Way Home, but then they did the Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange, which I don't know how you feel about that movie, but personally I was really disappointed. That was one of the most disappointing theater experiences I ever had. I had so much hype for that movie, and I left so disappointed. I was so upset after I left, but I felt like after that, after they didn't have what people expected to have, that every movie decided to have it that way. I know it's unfortunate too because, you know, this was made so many years ago, but it's coming out at the wrong time. That's the best way to put it. It's coming at the wrong time.
Sloppy and stale the concept is.
Multiverse. What it is, it's a hot mess.
But that
Yeah.
won't stop them from
So is
using it
DC.
to defile the corpse of some legends to make a quick buck.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I remember hearing that as a rumor when this was first coming out, but I was not a fan when I saw that. I was like, ugh. It just, I don't know, it feels weird.
Faith in humanity. Oh, faith restored. Rare W, humanity. Rare W. What do you do when your star goes on a massive crime spree? Cast them twice. Wait, that can't be right. 3 times? What is going on? Barry Allen 1 is a whiny little
Thanks for saving me from the sinkhole, Flash.
And I'm starving, and curly hair girl isn't here, and her name is Sarah, and she has a boyfriend.
You hear that? That's my stomach.
But after his mom is murdered by someone? I guess Barry, who works in a forensic crime lab, didn't bother to check in on that part. he'll reverse time and meet Barry Allen 2, where growing up with two parents somehow made him more
God, he was the worst, dude. He sounded literally like a SpongeBob character every time he laughed. It was so rough. Yeah, no.
obnoxious.
Yeah, like what the I wonder if he's gonna point that out. Is he gonna do the SpongeBob meme?
And whiny.
No, he didn't.
You're leaving me.
It's literally a
No,
SpongeBob
this
character.
gonna ruin my date.
What is this, hell? Now I'm probably gonna have to move.
Why is it so cold? It's the Arctic, Barry.
Okay, and the space giant and Mistress Murder are our responsibility too? I was just doing my laundry. You're the one who came and told me that I'm a superhero.
What are you doing? Would you stop whining?
And gross.
It's a bit more loose.
It hurts. You know where it hurts? In my dick.
Okay.
Was Grant Gustin that unavailable? How about Christopher Plummer? Weird Al? But Barry's not alone. And thank goodness, because 2.5 hours of this would be a war crime.
Oh my
You don't
God.
stop talking.
Yeah.
It's not charming. It's abrasive and exhausting.
Michael Keaton is back as a very 71-year-old Batman.
Yeah.
Might hurt.
Yep.
When he's not playing the hits with all the enthusiasm of Smash Mouth at a county fair.
I'm Batman. How much do you weigh?
I thought he did well. Like for Michael Keaton coming back to play Batman, it was exciting for me because like once he heard that music kick in and stuff like that, they brought back the original score of him. It was so much fun. Like I just got like chill. I was like, it brought me back to being a kid again, and I was like, oh, 'cause I grew up with the Michael Keaton Batman movies, and I was like, oh hell yeah.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
That line made no sense in the movie. I don't know why they did that. That line made no sense in the context of the part of the movie. I don't understand why they did that.
They're dressing him up like Rosie the Riveter and making him eat repeatedly.
Yeah.
Eject!
His action scenes were pretty fucking cool, though. I will say his action scenes were fun. I feel like some of the stuff he was given was, rough, but I think Michael Keaton as an actor, like him to play Batman, he did that still very well.
Which is a weird choice for a film that clearly wants to be a Batman movie instead.
Yeah.
They even go full Clooney Tunes at the end.
Yeah.
I like that he's banished to the Batman and Robin verse now. That feels earned.
That's yeah. Oh God, no. And that was really funny because that was the moment out of the whole movie that got the biggest theater reaction was when George Clooney came out of the car. And a lot of people were like, no fucking shit. I didn't recognize him at first, and I was like, who is that? And I'm like, oh my God, it's George Clooney. Because I haven't seen him with the beard and stuff like that lately. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God. So I imagine that's when they were going to do like the original thing with Michael Keaton's Batman. I imagine that was supposed to be him coming out at the end. But they just decided to say, fuck it, YOLO, and just do that. I just used YOLO. I'm going to go start this because that was cringe.
Barry forgets that General Zod attacked the day after he got his powers. Shift gears into a Supergirl rescue mission. Briefly.
Yeah.
Sasha Cow comes to save the day, both in the movie and outside of it, since Ezra was presumably locked in the WB water tower for the entire press tour.
Yeah.
Take on a Kryptonian, a grim, tortured soul who questions whether humanity is even worth fighting for. Oh, right. Well, this time Baby Soup's got snuffed out in his crib, so it's even grimmer.
The infant did not survive.
So strap in for a mostly animated film that looks like it was rendered on a GameCube with the least realistic baby.
It does look bad. There's like PS2 graphics.
Since Clint Eastwood's prop guy took a sick day, featuring monstrous digital stand-ins.
Oh my God.
Huge balls of ghoulish fan service for 40-year-olds. And the first Hollywood action climax set entirely on a Halo 3 map. You know, I'm starting to think all of Warner Brothers is an elaborate tax write-off now, like the producers.
Under the right circumstances, a producer could make more money with a flop than he could with a hit.
Or Infinity Train, or Batgirl, or Phase 5, or starring The Perks of Being a
Batgirl.
Wall-Facer.
I hope somehow, someday we get that movie. I saw some pictures and stuff like that. It looks like it would have been pretty cool.
Beers, beers, beers.
Naked and Afraid. Let's do the time warp again. Not sure what I'm doing.
Yeah, so with the Flash, the evil Flash, or whatever, I looked into it. It's supposed to be Reverse Flash or whatever, right? I feel like they missed such an opportunity with it because I've heard of Flashpoint, right? And I heard the story behind it of what the Reverse Flash is in that compared to this movie, and it's way cooler than what they did in the movie. Because in the movie, the one thing that bugged me at the end too was they never really showed who got his mom. It felt like it was a build-up to it the whole movie, but no, it never shows it. And I thought it was supposed to be Reverse Flash. I thought that's where this whole thing was going, but it just didn't. So yeah, I don't know about that. That was something that felt like had no payoff at all.
Here, something to do with Flash, I think. Been there, done that. I am Sasha Fierce.
Been there, done that.
Nap before Zod. What exactly would you say it is you do here? E.T. Mama, I'm dead. West Side Story.
Oh
Superman,
my God.
The quest to rest in peace. Face looks off.
Yeah, I did not know Nicolas Cage was supposed to be Superman at some point. I found that out afterwards because I was like, why the fuck is he here? And then I didn't realize that. So all these other people, like in the Back to the Future thing when they said in the movie, I didn't realize that that was supposed to be I don't remember who they said was supposed to be the original actor in that movie. That's crazy to me. I had to find out all afterwards. Like, oh, okay, now I get the joke.
Cameo. Currywurst. And this is what a $200 million movie looks like.
Oh, let's let this sink in for a minute. Let's let this image sink. I'm gonna enlarge this. Let's let this sink in for a minute. That this is what happens with these over $100 million budget movies look like.
The flop. If 3 Flashes, 3 Batman, 4 Kryptonians, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman couldn't drive ticket sales, Warner Brothers is gonna need a new hero to save the box office.
Yeah.
Come on, Barbie. Let's go party?
Oh
Bingo.
my God. Yeah, because Barbie's doing great. I think it's on its way to making $1 billion, which I'm being realistic. I expected that. I know some people are surprised, but it's Barbie. The name itself, it's just too big to not have made that much, and the meme and stuff like that. But yeah, he summed up this movie really fucking well. This movie flopped so hard. I actually did not expect it to flop as bad as it did. I expected not to make as much, but how badly it flopped, I didn't expect that. That caught me off guard. When I saw those open numbers, like, that's rough. And probably Blue Beetle and all Aquaman 2 are probably gonna flop as well. Because a lot of movies have. And then, like, you know, the director making excuses for the CGI, saying like, oh, it was on purpose. Dude, it's a cop-out. Let's be real. You made shit CGI. You didn't want to be called out on it. So then you just decide to make a cop-out and say, hey, I did it on purpose. Why would you do that on purpose? Just because it makes it look everything fast? It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. You would have said it before the movie, but when everyone started complaining, that's when you bring that up. I just don't. That doesn't make sense to me. If you guys want to go see the original videos on Screen Junkie's channel, make sure to go check out their channel. I love their honest trailers. When I saw that it was on The Flash, I got so excited. So like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Ain't no simping, just pimp chipping. Ain't no simping, just pimp chipping. Ain't no simping, just pimp chipping. Ain't no simping, I'm just pimp chimping. Ain't no simping, just pimp chimping. Ain't no simping, just pimp chimping. Ain't no simping, just pimp chimping. Ain't no simping.